Hey guys, welcome back to 𝘮𝑀ystical_mermaid. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm about to make some root beer float while I do this reading for y'all. So anyways, we're going to be doing a pick a card reading on what spirits are around you at this moment, at this time, okay? You guys are going to hear a lot of noise outside. It's a busy weekend. Everybody's having fun. People are doing things. And yeah, it's a little warm. So it's finally giving summer. All right. But anyways, I heard everybody's doing like a summerween right now. People are watching Halloween movies during the summertime. And to be honest with you, I love this because it feels like by the time Halloween finally hits, it's done with. Because, you know, society is always pushing for Christmas and Thanksgiving. It's like Halloween gets this really small little space and then it's done, you know? And my birthday is right after Halloween. I'm a Halloween girly. So I love, you know, that time frame. So I often tell myself, why don't you start your Halloween readings earlier? Why don't you start your spooky season a bit early? You know, put your decoration up early. Do all of those things now. Because I have a ton of Halloween cards, but I barely get a chance to use them because I have such a short amount of time to use them. So we're going to start with Summerween. Okay, Summerween. We're going to be doing some spooky, creepy readings, you know, all the time because I'm a Scorpio. But all the way up until past, you know, Day of the Dead, we're going to be doing this and giving this energy, okay? So, welcome to Summerween Series 1. What spirits are currently around you and why? All right, and like I said, I'm going to be making my root beer, which I think a lot of you Doja Cat fans that keep saying I look like Doja might get a kick out of. Because I know in one of her songs, she says, sorry, I'm taking a drink of my root beer. Well, I'm about to do the same damn thing because I don't know, I'm in a mood. I'm in a vibe. So if you guys like watching me get prepared for readings, here's a little preparation. You guys might hear Nova in the background. I feel so bad for her, you guys. Like, she's been like growling and moaning and sighing because she's on her period and it's her first one. And y'all, it's heavy. I'm used to small dogs, but you know, having a big dog, and my huskies sleep inside. They spend some time outside, but they're mostly inside. Especially when it's hot, because, you know, huskies and hot weather do not do well together. Oh, that kind of rhymes. But anyway, so seeing a big dog, because, you know, Harlow was my first big dog. So seeing Nova, you know, Harlow was already, like, spayed neutered because she was in a shelter. But to see Nova going through this, and it's her first one, which apparently can be a little different from, like, I guess the next one she will have. It's crazy because I'm like, damn, girl, you really are bleeding. Like, you really see it in comparison to a small dog, you know? So I'm just like, poor baby. Like, she is going through it. So I'm thinking about getting her some doggy pads because right now I'm just letting her free bleed and I'm, like, washing a lot of, like, old sheets and stuff. But, you guys, let me know if you have any suggestions, if you've had a big dog or if you have a big dog and they were on their cycle or they still have their cycles. I want to get her neutered or spayed, but not right now. Pretty soon she will be. Because I don't want anything. I don't want my baby going through anything. We don't want no puppies. We don't want none of that, okay? Ain't no babies, ain't no children up in this household, okay? So, except for little Miss Nova, who's about to be an adult soon. So, yeah, that's my little honey bunches of oats. And Miss Harlow is like, girl, I've been through it. She just looks over at her. But anyways, you guys, give me any tips for big dogs. Like, I'm really trying to ooze her, like, just like soothe her and you know, comfort her during this time. And I'm like, girl, I feel you. Because she just be looking at me like, Mama, I'm going through it. So I was even looking at like calming treats. Do you guys have any suggestions for any like calming treats or anything? In the fireworks, her having her cycle during the fireworks, her and Harlow were so freaked out last night, y'all. It was bad. I barely got sleep. It was bad. And what's crazy is Harlow usually jumps up and lays on me when fireworks are happening. But she didn't even want to do that. She didn't even want her treat. She was just like, I'm over this. So, yeah, y'all give me some tips on big doggies, your favorite chews that you give big doggies, and, like, if they're on their cycle. Any brands, anything you guys recommend? I could really use it. Although I'm not a new dog mom whatsoever, I'm known to be the dog lady. I'm known to save dogs. Everybody in my neighborhood knows if there's a stray dog, Taylor's probably gonna take it in and save it. Everybody knows. And I have the animal control cards in my house, everything. Lovejoy Foundation, all the foundations, everything. So I'm used to small dogs. Big dog mommy life is different. from having a little Maltese poodle mixtures. It's very different having huskies. So yeah, y'all let me know. Let me know if you guys are husky parents or if you've had a husky before. Oh, and guess what? Nova got out. It was her first time escaping. Yeah, it scared the shit out of me. It happened at like 5 a.m. While I was doing readings. But I was right at the door and I was trying to pull her, but she was too strong and she took off running down the street. And I said, Taylor, don't run. If you run, she's going to think you're playing with her and she's going to run. And she was acting different. I was like, it's her cycle. She's in heat. And so she was just sniffing and looking around and the sun was just like rising. I was like, Nova, come back to mommy. So she went like 2 houses down, went to their gate, and I was able to catch her. But then it clicked to me, Taylor, you left the door open. Harlow's about to get out because I just darted out. Harlow came down. Harlow came down the driveway, looked down the street, walked down the street to the neighbor's house and just waited for us. I said, Harlow, come on, we got to get back in the house. Come on, Harlow, go to home, go home, go home. And so Harlow's walking with us, looking back at us like, are y'all coming? I'm trying to hold Nova. Nova's huge now. So I'm like doing this with Nova. I don't have a bra on. I'm just in this big old white shirt and some old pajama pants. It was a mess. And I was like, if my neighbors look at their cameras, they're going to be like, what the hell just happened? But literally here I am carrying this big old dog, trying to hold her and trying to get back into the house. And I think one of my neighbors came out and just kind of looked from across the street. And I was just like, oh my God, Nova. I actually have a video of it because I was recording at the time. So you can hear me say, Nova, Nova, get in the house. It was hilarious. So anyways, that's my story for you guys. Let's get into the reading because some of y'all are going to be like, who is this person? But those of you who know me, that's my check-in with y'all of what's been happening. Miss Nova's changing, so I gotta watch her because her scent, like she was just sniffing around and she literally went to a gate of one of my neighbors and I think she thought there was a dog back there, but they don't have a dog. So I was just like, what were you smelling? Like, what were you going towards? Anyways, oh, also let me know, what are you guys' favorite big dog collars? Because huskies have such thick fur. It's very hard finding Harlow a collar. It'll be easier finding Nova a collar because I think Nova might be Swiss Shepherd mixed with husky. That's what I think. Her original owners were saying that who are the parent, like the human parents to her doggy parents, were saying that she's like American husky.
I can't translate into collar. It'll be easier for Nova collar because I think Nova might be Swiss Shepherd mixed with a husky. That I think her original owners are saying who are the parents, like the human parents, her doggy parents.
Siri, ain't nobody talking to you.
Okay.
See, that's what I don't like. When the phones be eavesdropping. So anyways, what was I saying before Siri rudely interrupted me? I think she might be mixed with Swiss Shepherd. So her fur is different. Her fur is very soft, where Harlow's fur is like thick and her neck is almost like big. And I'm like, I've had like 3 different collars for Harlow. One has her name engraved in and everything, and I can't even fit it around her neck. So I'm trying to find good collars for them. So that they can wear their dog tags even when even when they're in the house or even in their backyard, because God forbid, you know what I mean? Like she didn't have a collar on her at the time when she ran out. And I was like, I'm the one always rescuing dogs and asking, where the hell is the collar and the tags? And I'm like, and here you are doing the same thing that people do. So I was just like, I gotta get my shit together with these girls. I gotta figure it out. So drop down if you guys know what brands would be good for dog collars for huskies, like dogs with like big necks and whatnot. Anyways, sorry Harlow, you got a big neck, which kind of makes me think of wedding planner. If you know, you know. Anyways, let's get started. What spirits are around you guys since my root beer float and my little white cup? Is it styrofoam? Anyways, I'm blanking. Cup is here. We got the root beer. The girls are chill. Sun's out. We're going to have 3 options today. I'm just trying to think what options that I want for you guys. Yeah, get comfortable, y'all. Get comfortable. Get a drink. Make some root beer. Kick your feet up. And yes, I have my little plastic spoon in here for mixing it, so don't judge, because some of y'all be bougie. That hits. I'm going to perfect my root beer float. Watch. One day, I'm going to have it down. Anyways, little fun fact about me before we choose these options is For the longest, I did not like root beer floats. Never. And my mom used to always think that was weird. We used to have them at school and I would ignore it because I didn't like root beer. So instead, I would have Coca-Cola floats. So whenever I go to In-N-Out, I ask for a Coca-Cola float. And then all of a sudden one day, I think I was at a Van. Was it Van something or was it? There was this ice cream place that I was at and it was so hot that I wanted a root beer float. But they didn't have Coca-Cola, so I had to do the root beer, right? And it was so fucking good. It was so good. And I was like, what root beer is this? And I forget what brand it was, but it was like a bougie brand of root beer. And it was so good. And their ice cream was like homemade. And I was just like, I'm in love with you. So I've been trying to recreate the taste at home. All right, let's get started. Option 1 is going to be the Amethyst Aura crystal. And option 2 is going to be this crystal. And option 3 is is going to be this crystal. I'm going to have to work on my setup so you guys can actually see the table and see like the cards. I'm working on some stuff, y'all. I'm working on doing a lot of stuff right now. So just bear with me, all right? Now, I got some interesting songs that I want to give you guys just in case that might be meaningful or just in case it helps you choose the option. For some reason, when I first started the reading, I kept hearing Mulan's. It's a song from Mulan. I don't know the words, but she's like dun, 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 dun. That's what I'm hearing, and I think that's the beginning where she's like dressing really girly and trying to present herself as like this perfect, girl, for her father. Like it's something like. It's something to the extent of like, is it like where she is supposed to be, is it a tea? I think it's a tea. I think it's some sort of tea event and she's prestigious and she's supposed to be ultra feminine, whatever. Mulan was one of my favorite Disney movies. When I was a little girl, I remember when my dad brought me the videotapes. Like Mulan was that girl, okay? Anyway, so that came through. I don't know the name of it. I'm going to look it up when I get to your option 1. Option 2, you guys had a song that I just blanked out on. Oh, question? That's it. Destiny's Child. Question? Tell me what you feel about me. Shoes on my feet. What is it? I brought them. I brought them. Cause I depend on me if I want it. All the ladies, are you something here with? Throw your hands up at me. Girl, I didn't know you can get down like that. Charlie, how your angels get down like that. So Charlie's Angels could be significant. With Drew Barrymore, Charlize Theron. Oh, Charlize Theron. Why did I say Charlize Theron? That's weird. Maybe Charlize Theron is significant for this option. Did you just watch a movie or see a commercial with her? Anyways, that's weird. Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu. Very interesting. All right, option 3, I hate to say it, but I don't have a song for y'all. So we just gonna see. We gonna see. Maybe Drake. I don't know. Yeah. What is that song? He says, we gonna see. We gonna see what pops off for you guys in option 3. It's kind of a mystery. I'm not getting nothing right now. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Once again, if you want a personal reading, you can hit me up at MysticalMermaidLight@gmail.com. If you've never received a reading from me, get $10 off of your first 30-minute reading or higher. I gotta make sure I put that disclaimer because some of y'all be trying to get $10 off of a 10-minute reading, and I get nada. I get nothing whatsoever. So 30-minute reading or longer, okay? Love you guys. Let's get started. Option 1. We need to figure out what this Mulan song is. What's happening? What spirit is around option 1 at this time? I need the Mulan soundtrack right now. Right now, we need the Mulan soundtrack. Let's see. Mulan soundtrack. Let me see. All right, we got the song. It's called Honor to Us All. Okay? And this is, I believe, in the beginning of the movie where they're preparing Mulan for a potential mate. Okay? And in the song, it actually says, find a mate that will gladly or something go to war for you. Interesting. So I'm hearing I spin about you. Spin the block about you. Spin the block about you. Isn't that spin about you with Drake and 21 Savage? So in this song, they're saying, like, bring honor to your family. But attracting a man that will gladly go to war for you. Someone who will defend and protect and provide. But anyways, this is ancestors that are around you. Ancestors. Because literally, when they're talking about this, it says, honor to us all is performed by several older Chinese women. Okay? It says, including Mulan's mother and grandmother. Okay, so there could be a mother, grandmother, or both, all right? Or even an aunt is what I'm hearing, okay? It says, as they prepare to the character to present her to the matchmaker, hoping that she will be paired with a suitable husband and ultimately uphold their family's heritage. Before Mulan is introduced, the character can be heard reciting the final admonition, quiet and demure, graceful. Oh, so demure, it's so demure. Very demure. What's his name? Who says that on TikTok? It's demure. Not rush, but demure. But anyways, quiet and demure, graceful, polite, delicate, refined, poised, punctual. Values that are later visualized during Honor to Us All. The musical number is preceded by a scene in which Mulan's father asks his ancestors. He asks his ancestors to help his daughter impress the matchmaker. Interesting. I just heard empress, so. Impress the matchmaker and decides that more prayer is required upon realizing that Mulan is already late for her appointment. Wow. Meanwhile, her mother is growing impatient, waiting for her daughter to arrive at the village bathhouse, regretting not having prayed to her ancestors herself earlier that morning, to which grandmother responds, how lucky can they be? They're dead. Preparations begin once Mulan arrives on horseback. So, interesting. We have a lot of ancestors here. They mention the father's line of ancestors. They talk about the mother's line of ancestors. And the mother and grandmother preparing Mulan for a potential mate. Preparing her for a matchmaker. Okay, so I have to wonder, option one, do you guys have ancestors that are trying to prepare you for a mate? Are they trying to prepare you for a potential partner? Because keep in mind, in the higher realms, they can see the things that we don't see. They see the soul contracts. They see who's thinking about you, who's coming near you, whose intentions are good or bad. They see all of that. So I have to wonder if they're preparing you for a partner. And you don't even know it. Wow. Now that's for some of you. If you're already married or in a relationship connection, this could just be that honor us. I'm hearing honor to us all. You bring honor to us all. So I hate to say it, isn't her dragon Mushu? And they show all the guides, the deities, and the ancestors in the higher realms. It's like they're all watching. They're watching you. They're watching you. But the deeper message about all of that is that Mulan felt like she had to be perfect, right? To please her ancestors, to please her community. Ultimately, that traditional route is not who Mulan is, right? But she tried, nonetheless. She did bring honor to her lineage, but it was very different than what they expected. So, that might also be a message for some of you guys, that you are honoring your ancestry, just maybe in a different way than they expected. It could even be that the living ancestors expect for you to go down one route, but the deceased ancestors, the transition ones who are watching from the higher realms, they already know. Like I'm hearing they're the oddball who's going to make great waves of change. So, your ancestors. Both sides. That's good to know, because this could have went off the left end. It could have been interesting if you guys have seen any of my spirit reading ones. So let's see. Holy Spirit, I think we already have the answer. What spirits are around option 1? You guys need to honor your ancestors. Put coffee or tea out for them. Have tea and coffee with them. Sit down and have a cup of tea and coffee, okay? We have the Chariot here. Oh, and it's Cancer season could be significant. I'm seeing pearls. We have a full moon. I'm seeing the face in the full moon. I don't know if any of you guys can see the moon has a face. I always used to say that to my mom and she'd be like looking at me crazy, but the moon has a face. We have strength here. You have a lot of red coming out. 333. 333 on the clock. 333. Knight of Wands, a lot of fire coming out. A lot of fast movement coming out. Look, I want to show you. 333. You see, your girl gets no rest. Your girl gets no rest. On Sunday, even, I'm working. Got my cards lined up on the table. I'm working. Okay, let's see what's going on. Fast movement, y'all. Fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Cancer out here. Very nurturing, mothering. Cancer makes me think of the mother, the home, the family, ancestry. Leo energy. Ancestry. Even he looks like an ancestor. Ancestor. This is ancestry. Huh. Okay. The Empress. The mother. The grandmother. They're preparing you for love, darling. For a lot of you, it has to do with some sort of romance. Because in this little picture here, there's 2 statues that are kissing. They're talking about romance, love, and success. Success and love. Trying to align the right partner for you. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I have my own views and opinions on this based off of some spiritual things that I've personally seen people go through and things play out. But I do think that some people, your ancestors do want you to come in alignment with, and some people, they don't want you to intertwine with, or not at all. And yes, it could be because the person's not for you, but it could also just be that the ancestors don't want you to align with certain people. Maybe because they're ancestry, and then there are some where it aligns. And it could be past life, it could be soul contract, but it's giving that in a way that they have someone in mind. It's almost giving like a, what do they call it? Like a preordained, pre-aligned marriage. Union. They already have someone in mind, or several someones is what I'm hearing. If I were to read this differently, I would tell you that someone is coming towards you fast. You have the Chariot, you have the Knight of Wands with the Empress. Someone is headed straight towards you guys very fast. Okay? And in fact, I feel like someone feels very passionate about you. There's a lot of desire, a lot of red here. The reading, like all these cards are red except for the Empress. The Empress is pink. Someone is like, I'm hearing, why am I hearing making a beeline in your direction? What does that mean? Does that mean like doubling back? What does that mean? Now I need Siri. Siri. I know you're not going to ignore me now after you were eavesdropping. Siri.
Uh-huh.
What does it mean to make a beeline back to someone?
Here's an answer from the freedictionary.com.
To make a beeline back to someone means to go straight back to them without any hesitation or delay. Well, there you go. Someone is making their way to you, and the ancestors are watching. This person may potentially feel like you are long-term or wife or like a perfect person to be in a connection with. I don't know why this is giving old school. It's giving the energy of like they're the perfect investment. Like they're wise, they're intelligent, they're good looking. Them. You know, it's weird. It's giving that energy, kind of like what we were getting in Mulan. You know? I wonder how they feel about this. Since we're asking what spirits are around you, they gave it to us like that. But then they're telling us that this, you bring honor to us, but they're preparing you for someone who's coming towards you. Or several someones, I just heard, because they're showing me the number 2. So they're bringing, because look, there's even 2 people in this. Yep. 2 masked beings in this corner watching her. And then you have a man picking up a lion. Oh, no, that's a woman. Sorry. You have a woman picking up a lion here. Yeah, it's like, you know, like if someone's trying to win someone's attention. It's like, look how strong I am, you know? Like, look at what I can do. So they're watching something about to play out. Maybe they're just giving you a heads up that somebody's on their way to you. Why is option 1's ancestors just watching them? Like, they're watching you, girl, like, or boy, like you Love Island. That's what I just... Your ancestors are watching you guys like you're Love Island. They over here just chilling. Like all the ancestors and spirit guides were in Mulan when they were talking to Mushu. Yeah. So why are your ancestors... Well, they're always with you, but why are they tuned in to you like your television show? Bridge. You're forming a bridge. Eddie Murphy is significant to this pal. Because I'm telling you, Eddie Murphy keeps coming up in my readings. Mushu the Dragon is voiced by Eddie Murphy. This bridge always makes me think of Shrek. Donkey on the bridge, right? Eddie Murphy. One of my favorite Disney movies, Haunted Mansion. Eddie Murphy. He really is a legend. Anyways. Successfully overcoming a problem. So you guys got the car, the bridge, the Knight of Wands. By all means necessary, even the lion, you guys are going to make it over this bridge. So whatever you guys are going through, I feel like this is a side message that your ancestors want you to know that you're about to reach the other side. I'm hearing on the other side, Beyonce. That's from Black is King. Talk about a lion. Maybe Black is King, Lion King, Disney. Okay. Disney is significant to this option. Okay, Disney. All right. But anyways, you guys are about to jump or successfully cross to another timeline or to another part of a chapter of your life, okay? And you have the Chariot to prove it, that you're going to trample over the old. You're going to make it through. Even where others once didn't make it, you're going to make it through. Yeah, there's something about a knight coming. You guys, there's something about someone coming your way, and it's romantic, okay? It's like romantically aligned. Like there's something here about romance and a partnership, because they're showing me Beauty and the Beast. What was that character's name that was so freaking cocky? He was cocky, he was strong, and all the women loved him. He always talked about, look, you know, I'm strong, or what was it? Was it something? He thought he was just like he was handsome, right? And doing this, and all the women were like, oh, so-and-so. But Belle is over here reading her books like, ew, get away from me. And he's like constantly running after Belle, and Belle's like, ew, like basically you're dumb. You might be good looking, but you're not smart, and I don't find you attractive. That kind of energy, right? So you have Beauty and the Beast coming through with the lion. You're getting all the Disney movies. You have Mulan. Mulan is the most important one. And what's unique about Mulan is that Mulan didn't chase a man, and she sure as hell wasn't waiting for one either. I love that about her. Mulan was a warrior. You know, she was a warrior. It gives Joan of Arc. She was a warrior. Isn't Mulan a real figure in history? I know there's certain like Disney princesses that were real, like Pocahontas, but that story was fake as hell because Pocahontas was taken from her village. Anyways, I can't remember if Mulan is a real, I think she's a real deity, like person or individual. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know if Disney portrayed it properly, but I have to look that up. You guys let me know down below. I have this book where it was like princesses behaving badly. It's one of my favorite books that one of my mom's old coworkers gave her to give to me. And it's basically a book where, I wonder, how did she know? It was a book where it talks about all the princesses and women in power who were never talked about, or their story was taken and changed because they weren't polite. They were, you know, savage or murderers, or they defended their communities. They were warriors. They were, you know, they were powerful and in charge, or they were, you know, just kind of cruel when they needed to be, you know? It's a really cool take on princesses, because a lot of those women were princesses, queens, or like, you know, important figures during certain time frames, but they're not discussed. And the reason why I say I wonder how she knew is because maybe this is meaningful for you guys that I'm going to share this, but I took a totally different route. I was brought up Christian, you guys. I was brought up Christian in Christian schools my whole life, Catholic school, church, you know, on Sundays every now and then. And I was brought up to be very polite and to have manners. And there are certain things that you do and certain things that you don't do. There are certain things that you say. I was brought up, you speak, you know, you don't speak unless spoken to when you're young, when you're a child, certain way to address your elders, that type of, you know, upbringing. And with that being said, I was always a rebel. I was always getting in trouble for saying something, you know, and the older I got, the more I just threw religion out the window. And yeah, I'm kind of naturally rebellious at heart. So that's why I wonder, like, how did she know? Because she gave me that book when I was like around 17 or 16 years old. And it's a great book. I wonder if I have it over here. Give me a second. I think I have the book. All right, I did my research, you guys. Mulan is considered a folk figure. So they can't prove whether she actually existed or not, but she's definitely a part of history. It says Mulan is considered a legendary folk character rather than a historically verified person. But she is considered a warrior. So there's questions of whether she was real or not, but she was definitely brought up a lot in history. So there's that. But I did find the book, you guys. I found the book. And ironically, when I opened it up, I have my fingers here because when I opened up, what I saw was like, whoa. But it's called Princesses Behaving Badly, okay? And this is real stories from history without the fairy tale endings. And it's by Linda Rodriguez McRobbie, okay? That's the book. Love this book down. Love it down. And the page I accidentally opened up, it mentions Joan of Arc briefly. It says she's like the Indian Joan of Arc. This woman's name is 𝐿𝑎𝑘shmibai, or it's L-A. It looks like Lakshmi, but with B-A-I at the end, okay? So it's Rani Lakshmi, I believe. But anyways, the next page that opened up was on a female pharaoh. And I was like, oh, that's all up my alley. Her name is Hatshepsut. I may be pronouncing this wrong. Hatshepsut. Okay. Very interesting. So, they said her mummy was found in the early part of the 20th century. It had been unceremoniously dumped on the floor of an obscure tomb in the Valley of the Kings and robbed of its jewelry by looters. For more than 2 decades, archaeologists were unable to connect this sad pile of bones. Bereft of golden afterlife accessories to the woman who had ruled Egypt. Interesting. It wasn't until 2007 that scientists were able to definitively claim that this was the body of the mysterious female pharaoh. Very interesting. So, of course, it's interesting that Egypt is known to have where their feminine deities, queens and goddesses, are destroyed. Their statues are destroyed. Their faces are destroyed. In the work, in the art, and the hieroglyphics, everything's destroyed that represents feminine power in Egypt. Very interesting. But anyways, women are often erased from history. Oh, Beyonce talks about that. History. Yeah, history, right? It's really history. So that book might be important for someone. Okay? Maybe someone has a past life. I don't know. But successfully overcoming problems. Now, the reason why I pause there when we talked about her bones, right? This car is in the middle of all these bones, all these old beings, which makes me wonder if there's some sort of past life connection here. You guys might have even past life deities, like ancestor spirits that are watching over you too. Ones that you wouldn't obviously remember in this lifetime, but they know why you have a soul contract in this current lifetime. So you have a lot of help. 7 generations and back, and even further from other lifetimes. This isn't your first lifetime. A part of me wants to say these are your ancestors, but another part of me wants to say these are all your lives. And here you are being born again. So, this isn't your first go around in this lifetime. And you're aware that we're only here for a short amount of time. You have short journey with the horse here, which kind of looks like a donkey, which makes me think of Donkey from Shrek once again. Oh, and then at the bottom you have basket, recognition, reward for merit. So you guys keep getting a lot of like success, recognition. This is a short, whatever you're going through is a short journey, short-lived. Okay, there's better to come. This with all the skulls, what else does that make you think of? You guys might be my Haunted Mansion pal. I'm gonna start calling y'all that. In the movie Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy, there's a really creepy scene, a good scene, where the daughter has to get a key or something, but there's all these skeletons that are alive. I'm telling you, they don't make movies like that anymore. Anyways, it's giving this. And water. I think there was water involved. Cancer. They're showing me the mummy, where like things are coming back to life, like the dead is coming back to life. So there's something significant with mummies here, but we're asking what spirits are around you, and they're showing me all these skulls. You have a lot of spirits around you guys. They're all ancestral or connected to your past life. You bring honor to us all. And usually this is like an offering, right? Y'all need to put some stuff at your ancestors' altar immediately. Okay? Because why do we have all these spirits? There's spirits all around you, child. Beyonce. Why did I say Beyonce? Pocahontas. I'm Grandmother Willow. You must learn to listen, right? Peacock. Peacock. It says, be aware of great pride. There's a lot of regal energy here with the lion, the peacock. It's a very prestigious, like, powerful, like, emperor, empress energy that I'm getting here. With the empress you have out here. Peacock, someone's trying to impress. Impress me, oh, give me what you need. Come get what you need. Let me see you dance in front of me. Impress me, oh, nah, impress me. Chris Brown, impress me. That is also giving, do you remember the time? Remember the time Michael Jackson, past life. The Queen, Iman, Eddie Murphy. Again, here's your fourth, like, mentioning of Eddie Murphy. What sign is Eddie Murphy? But when they're trying to, she says, I'm bored, you know? My mom and I used to always make fun of the way she said, I'm bored, you know? And then all of a sudden you had all this entertainment come in, you know? And if they didn't impress her, they were... And earlier, remember, something said impress, and for some reason I said empress. Empress. Impressing the empress? Somebody wants to impress the empress. But you guys have an empress watching over you, okay? But peacock is, the beautiful peacocks are usually the masculine peacocks. And y'all, I had a peacock chase me. That's a whole nother thing in real life. I love peacocks. I actually have a peacock feather over here on my altar. They're beautiful creatures. I have a video of it. I might share it one day. But this peacock, my friend and I went to this garden or whatever where there were peacocks. And I was like, oh my God, filming it. I was like, you're so pretty. I kept saying, you're so pretty. You're so pretty. And it looked at me and I was like, oh, we got a good angle of it, right? And it starts walking towards me. And I was like, hey, stay over there. You know, I'm just admiring your beauty from a distance. And he just kept following me. And I was like, oh, hell no. Let's get the heck up out of here. I'm afraid of birds. So it did its little, and I was like, okay, like, I'm not your type, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't work, sir. But anyways, he was peacocking, okay? He was doing his little look at me, right? And it's making me think of, there's this African tribe, and I'm trying to remember what tribe it is, but the men do all these different, like, things with their face to impress women. So it's not the women impressing the men in this tribe, it's the men that impress the women. So they get beautified, okay, and they have like these markings on their face, and they're really beautiful men, you guys. Like, I mean, beautiful men. These men are so beautiful, they almost, you're like, those are men? Like, they're just beautiful, and like, you can tell they're masculine, but it's just like, damn, like, they're really beautiful. Beautiful skin, and they all like just line up, and they start doing these different things like with their head, and like like just interesting little tilts and like smiles and all these different things that they do. And it's kind of creepy if you've never seen anything like that. And like someone ignorant who judges like different cultures, I saw some comments where they were like, that's creepy as fuck, that was weird. And I was like, no, that's just the way they're trying to get their mate, right? And so they were doing these weird things like with their eyes, like what we would think is weird, like, you know, and just doing these different things. And I was like, whoa, that is so interesting. The women were just looking, and I was like, wow, so that's how they pick their mate? The women are picking the men. And I was like, this is so different. And so I just thought that was so amazing. That's what this is giving, because with peacocks, the men, they do their feathers. You know, they go around and they're like, look at me. See, I'm handsome. And then the woman, I guess the female peacock, decides. So there is someone who is trying to, and ironically, we have this person here. He looks like he's from some African tribe. You guys have somebody who's trying to impress you. Maybe your ancestors are saying, let this person impress you. Let this person entertain you. Don't try to go above and beyond. You keep doing you and see what happens. Okay? Keep doing you. See? So this is my peacock feather. Nova messed it up. Like, she does a lot of things. I love that girl. But anyways, it was fuller. This is a real peacock feather. But yeah, isn't it beautiful? So peacocks could be symbolic to you guys, okay? Yeah. So, which they also make me think of the evil eye. So protection too. Your ancestors are also watching you because they're protecting you. But they're letting you know that someone is coming your way very soon. And to let this person do their peacocking, it's like a mating dance. Like, let this person do what they need to do. You don't have to impress this person. You know, you're the empress. Sit on your throne as the empress. It's almost like they're saying, don't go above and beyond. You sit back and let's see what this person does. Now, this is what I think is interesting. That kind of sound like 𝐻𝐻𝐿. Oh no. I was trying, because sometimes when I hear different songs go by, I'm like, that's a sign. What song is it? But we have rat. Someone working behind your back. Someone working against you behind your back. And I love how that came through when I was just about to talk about this. So we have a rat. Better check yourself before you wreck yourself, huh? So let's see what's going on here. Why do we have a rat out here, and who is this rat? What deck of cards are you guys wanting me to use? That's a different energy. So that's also why they're watching you, because there's a rat who's working behind the scenes. It's like, but it's weird because they're focused on it, but they're not so focused. My nose is itching. So someone's being nosy. Someone's trying to see what's going on in your life, you guys. You don't see this rat. Someone's being nosy. I think I have dog fur on my nose. No, it's not dog. It's just itchy. Okay. Yeah, look at that. So let's see what this is about. You guys have to switch devices and see what's going on. The Judgment card. I'm telling you, this is like a rebirth. This is a rebirth. This is something coming back to life. But you guys are going to have some sort of breakthrough insight on this. So the rat. We're asking about who this rat is. This could be someone from the past. If not, this is someone that your angels and spirit guides are saying needs to be a judgment call on. We have 4 major arcana cards out here. You also have the star at the bottom of the deck with the harp, great happiness. So music is symbolic for you guys. Oh my God, you guys have the gong too. So you have star, guaranteed success, harp, great happiness, The gong, it says an exciting event. Okay, so there's some good stuff happening. And then we have target, a goal-oriented person. So hitting your target. And dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. So you guys have a lot of good things coming your way. That's what your ancestors are saying to you. So a lot of positive things. You guys need to be needing to focus on your North Star, okay, and your target goal. They're announcing something, hitting the gong. They're going to announce something to you. Judgment call. So judgment, you know how Mushu will go under judgment? You guys have a strong spirit guide that's also like in your orbit. Who's like being contracted by your spirit guides or ancestors. So let's see who this individual is. Who's a rat? Success in action. Someone who's watching you become successful. You see that man watching? You guys have all these major arcana cards. You guys keep getting success. 3 success messages. But there's a rat. They're cheering you on. You honor us all. You bring honor to us all. Who's the rat? It could be a family member. 10 of Pentacles. That's wealth. We keep getting the finance. You guys have so many positive cards. I'm confused why the rat is out here. So it's like someone who's seeing all the good things happen for you and to you. But they're working behind your back. They're working against you. Inheritance and genetics. So this could be someone who's jealous of your genetics, the way you look, or jealous of your connection with your ancestors, jealous of what you have, what you own. Your dogs might sense this. If you guys have dogs or cats, your dogs or cats may not like this individual. Who is this? These 2 cards want to be seen. Knight of Pentacles, someone who is planning to come towards you. Ace of Wands, someone who has a lot of passion. So the rat is... It's like a plot twist. Is the rat this person who's coming your way? Because then it's bringing me back to, remember I said 2 individuals? Remember I said Beauty and the Beast? And we talked about that character who likes Belle so much, but Belle doesn't like him. He just doesn't get the memo. Let me see what else I can get here. Holy Spirit, who is this individual? That is a rat. We want to know who the rat is. Justice card. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, karma, legal system. So someone who is something, maybe you guys have a contract or had a contract with this person, or were in a contract of some sort. This could be an ex-husband, ex-wife. This could be someone you had a partnership with. Someone who you guys lived with or just had a strong connection with. This person may only be coming in for passion, but they've been plotting. So my question is, why are they coming in? I have to wonder if this person wants your money. If they feel like you guys are coming into success, they may want to also benefit from your success. It's like someone may want your inheritance. Someone may want your... We have genetics. So it's like maybe someone might want to just be a part, like almost like a coat rider or like a opportunist. Someone who sees that you are greatness and they want to ride in on your coattail. Because they're showing me this Disney character. He looks very creepy. And I'm trying to remember what... I don't know if it's Alice in Wonderland that he's in, but he's like a short older guy with weird eyes and weird teeth and whitish gray hair, and he's kind of short and he lies. I don't know what he's like a weird individual, weird creature. So I could be warning that there is someone, you know, who's trying to also get in the way. I just heard you're getting in the way of what I'm feeling. There is someone trying to get in the way of something that you have or something that you're getting. And it could have to do with money. It could definitely have to do with a new beginning with money, resources, a home, a foundation of business. So that's who's working against you. Is someone who is planning, is trying to plan something, you know, plan something new that has to do with a new contract, that has to do with your inheritance or with your money. This could be like an accountant, because I don't know why they're showing me Rihanna, where her song is "Bitch Better Have My Money," you know, and how I think at the time her accountant has screwed her over, and she shows where she, like, you know, in the music video she was just like angry and all that, like, you know. So karma is being weighed out. So your ancestors are watching because they're also protecting you, because you have all this success, but yet someone wants what you have. You guys are coming into success, and yet someone wants what you have. Like, I want a piece of that pie. So for some of you guys who are artists, I don't know why I just heard this, like musicians or actors or something like that, entertainers. It's like you guys get a big project, or you guys get signed or something like that, and here's some manager or like manager or like maybe record label person. There's someone who wants their hand in the pie, in the cake. Like, oh, we see you got that, so we need this amount. Or why don't you let me work with you so, you know, I can help you. I can help push you further. That's what I'm here. I can help get you there further, quicker. I know some people. I can do this. It's giving like quick, like, what is that? Car salesman, you know, quick talkers. Someone who comes through, like they're very sneaky. Okay? So this is where protection, discernment, and intuition is needed, because this could have to do with contracts. You guys do not sign anything over to anyone. Don't sign a contract if you don't know what you're signing. Have an attorney or someone trustworthy look it over. Do not sign anything, because it feels like somebody wants to be attached to what you have. Okay? And if you feel like something's off with someone, or if it's a little too good to be true, you're correct. Because now they're showing me the little man in Shrek. And he didn't want to go and get the princess himself. He had someone else do it. There is something weird here. Haunted Mansion. Hello. Haunted Mansion. Remember, if you go back and watch that movie, which it had to do like real estate and whatnot, but it was a contract. It was a dirty contract. And literally the cartoon character figure that I'm getting, there is something a little similar with the evil character in Haunted Mansion. How he was plotting against them the whole time. So it's giving like a side character who wants to be a part of the main story, or someone who doesn't want something to play out in your favor. So you guys have an enemy. You have a rat. Someone who could literally turn into a rat. Like they shapeshift into a little rat. Isn't there a movie where someone shapes into a rat? This is what it looks like someone shape-shifting into a rat. It is from a Disney movie, I'm pretty sure. I'm getting that. It could literally be a spirit. Y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. It could be a spirit that's trying to weasel its way through. Because it kind of makes me think of Harry Potter. Remember Ronald Weasley? He had what was his little creature? And it turned into a man. It was a man. He had shapeshifted into that creature to spy on them. So you guys have some sort of spirit that's trying to spy on you guys. And it could actually be like just like spiritually someone's trying to spy on you guys, or it could be a real human that's a rat and is trying to get information on you. So what does a rat do? A rat snitches. A rat is a rat. It's going to tell. So this could be someone who gossips, or someone who gets information to go back and tell other people. They move mousy. This is someone who likes to hide and get information. They may smile in front of you, but they're trying to get things, you know. But the interesting thing about a rat, even though a rat is nasty, right? Especially if you guys are, you know, if y'all did something that wasn't on the up and ups, okay, someone might try to snitch. A rat. That's what a rat is, okay? But this also gives the energy of knowing that a rat is so small, you know? I'm hearing Lil Wayne where he says, okay, you're a goon, but what's a goon to a goblin? Nothing. You ain't scaring nothing, you know? So it's like, yeah, what's a rat to a dog? To a big dog. So that's the energy that I'm getting, you guys. Now, on the flip side, some of you guys, this could be a potential person who's interested in you. They may come in and play the romantic route. See, especially if you guys have something that might be wanted. This would be like someone trying to be with you because they think you have an inheritance, or they think you have money. Or they think you are going to be well-to-do. Someone who just wants to be with you because they think you have something. That's an opportunist. Either way, here's the good thing. We're asking what spirits around you. You guys have both ancestors from both sides of your family and past lives watching over you. So, and look, that's that weird... Remember I said like the man with... kind of looks like the guy from Haunted Mansion. Look at the head, the hair. And this reminds me of the character. I'm telling you, it's like a... older creepy man. Very weird. Yeah, but you guys are gonna be victorious. You guys are winners. You guys are winners. Y'all are about to win. All these cards talk about you making some sort of goal and winning and success and recognition. Six of Wands, recognition. But if you guys get recognition, you guys need to be mindful, because to whom much is given, much is tested. New levels, new devils. This could even be representing that once you meet some sort of platform or hierarchy, once you level up, there will be people who don't want to see you win or not want to see you in that position, or may want to take things that you have because of who you are. And this is why, I think this is why you have people who are in higher position of power who don't like, they don't talk, they don't do interviews. They're very quiet because they don't want to deal with all of that. And this is what it's giving. It's like you guys are going to reach some sort of level up or success. And it's almost like you guys are going to really need, like I'm hearing warriors, protection. Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is like you guys leveled up. I'm telling you guys, Beauty and the Beast, and if you think about it, even in Beauty and the Beast, she went to save her father. Mulan had a very strong connection with her father. She went to honor her father. So maybe there's something about the father figure as well. I'm just curious. I want to know why this rat, why the hell this rat is here. I just want to know, like, why? Why do we have a rat out here? Rat smells food. You have basket. That's what they just said. You have basket. Recognition, reward for merit. So it's like you get honored or recognized and somebody wants what you have. Mobility, all is in motion, nothing stays still. Ability to move freely, ample range of motion, flexibility, and ease. That's why you guys have the Chariot, you have the Knight of Wands, you have the Knight of Pentacles, you have the Force. It's moving with strength and force forward. I just heard fortitude. Mobility, so keep up the mobility, y'all. Yoga, stretching, all of that. And walking. We have organization. A place for everything and everything in its place. The process of ordering objects into patterns to be more easily recognized. And you know, sometimes rats come in when there's dirtiness, when it's clutter. You know, so make sure that your energy is cleansed. You're cleansing yourself spiritually, cleansing your space. And be mindful who all you let into your life. Because sometimes it's being around so many people that you can't see who's really for you, who's not for you, you know? So I'm here. I keep my something tight. I keep my team tight because of enemies. Yeah. So just be mindful. There is someone who, they may have a spirit on them, but there is someone who does not want to see you win, and they are working against you behind your back. So it could be talking about you or trying to figure out how to, you know, deceive you. Yeah, because you're the Empress coming out again. Creation, birth. You guys are about to create some powerful things. And sometimes your enemies see it before you can. Yep, parrots. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. I'm telling you, the rat is someone who tells, you know, when they're not supposed to be telling things. And the parrot is a gossiper. It's given a fast talker. You guys have weeping willow. Willow trees could be significant. But you guys have ancestors that are watching over you. Weeping willow. There's, oh, grandmother willow. Remember? So maybe a strong grandmother figure. But it says, feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. So this is someone you know. This could be a family. I hate to say it for some of you guys. This could be a family member. A close family friend. There's someone you know. I strongly feel like the rat is a male. But it could be, it's a collective reading. It could be for a lot of people. But I feel like that's a male figure. Okay, so they're warning you of a rat. They're warning you of two different individuals who are going to come in to try to impress you. Diamond. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I'm hearing Marilyn Monroe sing, diamonds are a girl's best friend. That, okay? You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So someone might come with a gift. They better if they're approaching a goddess. But never settle. And don't tell people what you have. In fact, it's kind of making me think, hear me out. I had a family member tell me this at one point, and I just kind of shrugged it off when they were telling me this. And then I remember hearing 𝘪𝑚 say it recently. Act broke. I don't care what you guys do for a living. I don't care if you're a doctor, nurse, attorney, whatever. Act like you have any issues. Act like you're broke. Don't tell anybody what you have, because some people only try to get with you because they think you have something. But ultimately, if somebody wants to be there for you, they're going to try to help you and assist you and be there for you. This feels like someone who wants to see what you have so that they can get in, you know? And that's the vibe I'm picking up on. This is someone you need to be mindful of. But then you have someone else who's coming in who wants to impress you. And your ancestors are just saying, just let it play out. Like, let it play out. Let's see. It's almost like they want to see if they're worthy too. Like, they're judging just as much as you're supposed to judge this person. So it's like, imagine a whole team, like a team of judges all watching this person to see if they'll make the cut. So what spirit is around option 1? The gray man. So some of you guys, if you're seeing shadow figures, that could be something that's around you. Please cleanse your energy and cleanse the energy of your space. We have the number 6, gray man, predictions and storms ahead. Predictions. And what's crazy, the gray man and the gray hair on the sides in that success card. And in the movie, The Haunted Mansion, he has the gray hair. And I keep getting that character, that little creepy character guy in Disney. And he has the gray hair. Sorry about that, you guys. My neighbors started playing music, so I had to turn the volume, turn the volume down. I had to pause my camera because if any music is too loud and YouTube picks up on it, I won't be able to post this video. So I think it's the Mad Hatter, you guys. I think it could be the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, but also it is that character from Harry Potter where he turns into a rat. Okay? So there's that. But yeah, there is someone who is for some reason interested in what you're doing or to be nosy. The Mad Hatter has to talk about a tea party or something like that, and we mentioned tea earlier. So I don't know what his character is, you guys. I don't remember Alice in Wonderland that much. It scared the heck out of me, that darn cat. So I don't know what the meaning of it is, but we have the gray man. So let's see what this means. Okay, listen to this. So in the book, right, it says, gray man, prediction, storms ahead, and divination. Huh. Fear of catastrophe. That's the fear of this card, a catastrophe. So it says, they say being a weatherman is the only job out there that allows you to be wrong every single day and never get fired. But only Pawleys Island in South Carolina, the folks there say there's one way to know for sure that a hurricane is coming. When bad weather begins to stir around South Carolina, the residents of the island can scan the horizon for a misty shadow, a silhouette of a man walking the beach. Because, as the legend goes, the gray man appears as an omen, but only to the person whose home is promised to be spared. Wow. Those who have seen and acknowledged the gray man walking the dunes of Pawleys Island have always been spared. Some say having their homes spared is not limited to one person, but to any and all who heed his warning and acknowledge the gray man's presence. In 2018, he was reportedly spotted by multiple residents before Hurricane Florence made landfall, and all who reported seeing him were in fact spared. Is the gray man a ghost of a former resident, a non-human spirit or angel from beyond, a time traveler, or is he nothing more than a fanciful legend? If you pull the gray man card, maybe you are the one receiving an omen of good news, bad news. A storm is coming, but you will be spared. Remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Which sounds like the song, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So there is, y'all got multiple energies around y'all. You guys have ancestors that are trying to give you guys heads up about different things. But you break through judgment card. It's interesting because then that takes me back to the Haunted Mansion. So your ancestors are still very well aware of any enemy that you may have or anything happening in your life that you may not see. But you have all this success and all this protection. So let's get one more card and we're going to wrap it up. What does option 1 need to know about these? You guys have the witch. The witch. Oh yeah, this is interesting. This is a very interesting reading. I just heard everything that I mentioned could be, oh, chills on my back. Yep, that's a sign. Everything I mentioned could be around you, all the way down to back to the female pharaoh. Remember I mentioned that, like deities from past lives. And okay, this is interesting. So let's see. Where is the witch? Where is the witch? I need my glasses, you guys. I really do. I'm not seeing it. Bingo. 106. Okay, so it's page 106. For anyone who may have this at home. Okay. The witch is the first guide to greet us as we traverse through embroidered graveyard. She has one foot in this room and the other in the ether. With magic in her eyes and fire in her belly, she conjures the world before you. She has walked with the earth and spoken to it. She who can use the language of the earth to alchemize and manifest, she who reads the energy between the lines and plans accordingly. Let her guide you, dance under the moon with her, manifest her. So it's like you guys have some sort of omen, guide, spirit that may not necessarily, or maybe you had an ancestor, had a gift, a spiritual ability. There's some sort of like omen-like figure around you. Spirit wishes to communicate their desire to manifest with you. With your divine wisdom, your guides can see what you will come to need. See? And they wish to help you get it. You can try the spells, rituals in the guidebook. Okay, go to the script, all that. It can be an elaborate ritual as plans. Okay, let's skip that. Okay, how do we manifest something new or different for ourselves? Well, firstly, we need to imagine it and then believe it's on its way to us. We also need to actively work towards it. Break your goal down. What is one small action you can do today that will help you towards getting the things you want? Each day, wake this attitude. Take a single step each day. Get the ball rolling and then keep it going. This manifestation at its most simple. Okay, so this is interesting. You guys have the witch. But this witch isn't bad. And apparently the gray man ain't necessarily bad either. But the only bad thing you guys have is the rat. And the rats, for some of you guys, could be someone who's snooping and spying and going to tell about something, or is wanting something you have. And trying to, you know, it's giving charm their way or make themselves seem a different way. Almost like a shapeshifter. And then for some of you, that's different, and you have someone who is like romantically interested in you, who might try to play like they're just so interested in you, but really they want what you have. So it could be for some of y'all, it's both of those individuals, and for some of you guys, it's just one of those individuals. Either way, you still have someone who's coming in that's romantically interested in you. And you have different types of spirits around y'all, but heavy ancestors from both sides. And it feels like your spirit guides and your ancestors are working, you just said in tandem? Is that the word? They're working together and they're all watching. And remember earlier I said Mushu, I kept getting Eddie Murphy. You guys have some sort of like spirit guide that is actively like helping you guys. Like it's supposed to be helping you to make sure that everything's okay. So ancestors, so let me get one of these cards. Spirit is present. Ask the right questions. Avoid bigger issues to address smaller ones. So your spirits are listening, meaning they're ready to talk. They'll share more with you if you go within and listen. If you ask them to reveal who this rat is, they will. Because you guys have all this success. Get the rat out. Get the rat out, because you guys have a lot of good stuff coming. Look, the listener. So y'all need to listen. It says, hearing messages beyond this room. Spirits speak to me. Voices of other people speak through me. So some of you guys are spiritually gifted with the witch, the shaman, in between realms, right? Some of you guys are my oracles or witches, spiritualists. Listen, because they're going to show you who the rat is. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. Option one, that's what spirits are around you. And for you guys, it feels like more so your ancestors are watching, because they see things that you don't see, and they see what's to come ahead, and they see other individuals that are working, that are like have their energy set on you. So they're kind of watching and protecting you and giving you heads up about different people in different situations. But you guys have a lot of success coming. So you guys just need to stay focused on what you're doing. Like, keep doing what you're doing and stay positive, and just work on spiritual cleanses and protection. Okay? Love you guys. Option two. What spirits are around you? You guys had the song you guys had the Charlie's Angels song by Destiny Child. What was it? Independent? All my independent ladies or something. You hear it with me? Throw your hands up at me. Now, dare I say angels? Angels could be around you right now. That could be the spirits. It's Charlie's Angels. These are helpers. These are guides, like the type of guides that go on assignments to get things done to help you. So these might be, I'm hearing guides that are assigned to you. It's giving fairy godmother, fairy godparents, fairy odd parents. You guys have spirit guides, angels that are around you right now. This is a power of 3. Okay, so let's see. What spirits are around option 2, Holy Spirit? The Queen of Cups. The Nurturer. Some of you guys could have a cat spirit that's around you. This looks like a cat. I just heard fish spirit. What? Okay. 2 of coins. Look at that. You guys have 2 men and a little girl and a salamander. They're all standing on top of the earth from the cosmos watching. 3. So you guys have 3, possibly 3 spirits. Because these are 2 triangles upside down, and then you have one over here. 3. Give me one more card. They're trying to communicate with you. They're trying to communicate with you. That's what I heard. Ace of Cups, offering you love, nurturance, guidance. The Sun. Okay. I got more chills. There we go, up and down my back. And for some of you guys, this is a child that's unborn, that hasn't been born yet. Okay? Two of Wands. It hasn't came into this lifetime yet. It's like parallel timeline you is also aware of you. Parallel timeline you is also aware of you. I'm gonna leave it at that. And could be watching. You guys have a child, okay? A child. Ah! What the fuck? Ah! You guys have a child that's watching over you. That's weird. It's like something kind of like flashed into... I have blinds here, and it's weird. It's like I saw something go by that was really weird. And then my earring knocked my earring out. But anyways, you guys have a child that is watching over you guys. Like a child. Either for some of you guys, if something happened to a kid, you know, my condolences. That could be something that's here. For some of you, this could even be a child that did not make it here. Or a child, yeah. They didn't make it, or a child that has yet to come. You have a little girl here, and you have the Sun. Some of you guys, there is a strong, like, animal figure, animal spirit around you guys, too. I'm hearing 2 grandfathers are watching over you. And it's interesting because they're saying Charlie's angels. And for some reason now they're showing me Charlie, just in Charlie himself, how we never knew what Charlie looked like, right? We could hear him and all of that, but we never knew what he actually looks like. And they would get these phone calls. See how she's on the phone? And they would go on these missions, and they were aware that Charlie was watching. These 2 men watching, right? They're aware that Charlie was watching, but they never knew what Charlie looked like. But he always, you know, had offers for them. He chose them. Go watch Charlie's Angels, because even this picture makes me think of Charlie's Angels for some reason. Yeah. So, and this makes me think of the old Charlie's Angels. So Charlie's Angels. So this could be a spirit guide that may even give you assignments to help others. So like, for example, if you feel called to help out with some sort of charity or organization, or if you feel called to volunteer time or to go help someone out, this could be like a divine, like a strong spirit that is guiding you. That could be a part of your soul tribe, maybe even an angel or ancestor that guides you to help others. Dare I say God source energy, you know, like a strong spirit being that has high ranking in the spirit realm that assigns people to different missions and callings and purposes. So with the Spirit Beetle here, I would say you guys are divinely protected, and you guys also have fortune. The spirit that's around you is also a feminine energy that's very nurturing and caring. This could be a friend. This could be like an ancestor of yours that maybe like maybe a sister or aunt, or like even a family friend's, like, you know, like a friend of the family who passed away, or like a friend like of your parent that was something like that. It's like they're not, they may not be direct kin. If they are directly kin to you, they were younger when they passed. Like they passed away young. It's giving like a woman who may have passed away like in her 20s, or you know what I mean, or like early 30s. It's giving like a younger woman energy that I'm picking up on who's with you. This could be a deity, you know, as well. If that doesn't resonate, it could be a deity that represents a lot of feminine attributes, Venetian attributes, sensuality. Okay? Water, fire element coming through. Sirens, Archangel Michael. You have two grandfather, like great-grandfather, grandfather energies. Maybe someone used to wear a cowboy hat or used to be in like, or liked Westerns or something like that that's watching over you. Getting something about the back because for some reason, it's like I felt called to stretch my back and I heard back. Yeah, it's like they're wanting to make sure your cup is full. So they're giving to you an offering. They're giving you love. They're giving you something. They want you to be replenished. So this is a lot of peace is what I'm hearing. A lot of peace. So juggling, balancing. There's a lot of balancing here. Why are they, you guys, yours is very short. Why is option 2, why are these spirits watching option 2? February could be significant. Why are these spirits watching option 2, Holy Spirit? Someone could be into art therapy. Interesting. Art history. Mule. It says someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Okay. This could even be an older gentleman that was stubborn and unwilling to change. I'm hearing for some of you guys, this could have been an ancestor that had health issues and they were told that they needed to eat better or they needed to do something to help themselves live longer, and they did not do that or they didn't want to do that. Maybe they had a habit that they knew they needed to break, but ultimately it's like you couldn't tell so-and-so that they need to stop smoking. You couldn't tell them that they need to stop eating that type of food, and that might have been why they passed away. It was due to health stuff. That's for someone out there. I just heard for someone out there, this person may have called you their little angel. Ear. It says good news. So you guys have good news coming your way. I'm hearing you can't change people. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. And that's what they want you to know. You have a secret admirer. So these spirit guides are admiring you guys. The spirits that are around you guys there's a lot of warmth coming your way, a lot of joy coming your way, a lot of happiness. Leave them some coffee, for real. I mean, strong coffee. Maybe even someone may want tobacco on the altar. And if any of you guys know you have a child spirit that's watching over you, you might feel called to leave like a toy or something that a kid would like candy. Secret admirer with a vase. Some of you guys might have this person's ashes. Or your animal's ashes, or spirit guys' ashes. That might be, it's interesting. That's there. Okay. They could be letting you know that there's someone who's attracted to you who's going to be coming towards you soon. That's a side note. We have ladder, climbing towards success. So they want you to keep climbing high. I'm hearing you keep taking me higher and higher. Yeah, keep climbing higher. The ladder. Okay, the ladder. So you're going to have some positive news. What do we have? Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Yeah, it's like a spirit. When you see like, that might be your omen, you guys. If you see like albino animals, white elk, white deer, you know, like stuff like that. Like ominous. Why do they just say that? It's weird. We have cup. You should accept valid criticism. So they could be giving you some sort of like, it's weird. It's almost like when I keep getting Charlie's Angels, where they're like, Charlie, you know, we did, and he's like, no worries, angels, or something like that. Like, this is what you need to do, or whatever. So it's, you're being given a task. They're showing me Kim Possible, and they're also showing me Carmen Sandiego. And they're like, think about it. They're like kind of like spies, but not really. Like Kim Possible, maybe that's what they're saying. You're Kim Possible, like anything's possible, but like she can make anything happen, you know, like she could defeat things. She would go to school and then she would, you know, then defeat enemies. And then they're showing me Carmen Sandiego, who's like a spy, and she goes on these missions too. And to me, they just look a lot similar. Like Carmen Sandiego looks like she could be Kim Possible's big cousin, you know, or like a parallel dimension version of her. Didn't we have that with you guys? Yep. And we had the roll card. I cannot make this up. And the 2 of Cups. Yep. Okay. On the more spiritual woo-woo side of things, some of you guys, yourself, you are watching you. You are the spirit around you. Meaning that you may have a version of you. This is going to sound so crazy. With the 2 cups, you may have a version of you that is seeing everything you're doing, that is watching. Yeah, a higher self, but this is giving a little different. It could be your higher self, very much so, but this one feels different. Like they're actively doing things too. So it's like Kim Possible's in this world, but Carmen Sandiego is in this world, and they're damn near the same. And these women are similar. They're like twins. Some of you guys might have a twin. Hello. Some of you guys might have a twin that is with you. If you lost a twin or a triplet, that's the spirit that's with you. Or twins are spirits that are with you right now. We have Aphrodite out here. You might hear Nova growling in the background. We have Aphrodite. I kept getting a Venusian energies, a Taurus, Libra energies coming through. Yeah, with the emerald here and the rose. Oh, we have Egyptian hieroglyphics back here. Kind of interesting. We have Josephine Baker here. Aphrodite, statue of David. Very interesting statues, art, architecture, art history. That's important. The world. So these are, like I said, these are spirits that are in higher realms that are watching you. Someone could be a dancer. That could also be significant, that there could be a spirit around you that's a dancer, that likes to dance. Or a deity that you connect with that's known for dancing. I'm getting something about tropical weather. What spirit is around option 2 and Y? You have a mission. That's why you have a purpose. It has something to do with your purpose, your mission. So it's like they're trying to assign you or align you to something. They're trying to make sure you stay in alignment with your mission in this lifetime. The sun is supposed to be successful, happiness, joy. Yep. And what do we have? The present. And you have a skull giving flowers. Okay, let's see what this is about, because I do feel like romance could be in the air for you guys. I don't know how that has to do with your reading, but some of you guys could be a passed on partner that someone you were in a relationship with. If not, that is something that's on its way, and they could be letting you guys know that you have someone on their way to you. I strongly feel that for some of you guys, there could be a sibling or someone who's similar to you. And sometimes your twin is your sibling, sometimes it's your child or parent. So that could be symbolic for someone. Guys, I'm really looking for this card. Hold on. Present. The number 44 could be significant. The present. The spirits of the embroidered graveyard want you to be firmly here in your body in this moment while you are lucky enough to still have one. Stop and smell the roses. You visit the place where our bones rest, the sites where our scattered ashes have danced in the wind. We feel your love, and it feeds us and strengthens our memory. We adore you for visiting us here at the graveyard. But too much time with the dead can make you forget how to live. We miss eating, dancing, having smacks, and the way of laughter shakes our bodies. We miss our flesh, so do these things for us. We live on in you and are comforted by these earthly pleasures. Honor us when you do these things and honor yourself. Live truly and freely is what I just heard. Live truly and freely. Live truly, live for us, and create wonderful memories. This life is yours to live, and we want you to live it well. Okay, this is interesting because it says eat, drink, dance, have smacks. And then we have the 2 cups here, and look, they're making out. So maybe, I don't know if they're saying, hey, embrace romance, embrace love, because you guys have secret admirer. I have to wonder if these spirits are bringing you a connection. It feels like they're kind of playing Cupid. Like they're playing Cupid or playing matchmaker. Okay? It says date night with your ancestors. Okay. It's time to celebrate your physical body. Take your spirits and yourself out on a date for the senses. Smell flowers for them. View sunsets and sunrises. You guys have the sun here. It says listen to waves or birds or live music. Live for them. They are fueled by your memories and experiences. Okay. It's time to break away from the mind and return to the body. Ground yourself in every sense you have. Taste truly, smell voraciously. Consume horizons and mountains with your eyes. Love yourself enough to drink in the simple pleasures of this world. If you're lost, you can always find yourself in the present. So experiencing everything in the here and now. Here and now, I promise to love faithfully. That is what I'm hearing. But even in Charlie's Angels, then they all have their respective like boyfriends. They all had some sort of like romantic interest. So I don't know. And then it made me think of Ron Stoppable. So maybe they're preparing you guys for a counterpart. Because they want you to truly live your life. That's all I'm getting for you guys. There's a mystery here. Like this, I'm hearing one of your spirit guides who I feel like is leading, like the ringleader. I'm hearing ringleader, circus, Britney Spears. I'm like the ringleader. I call the shots. I'm like a firecracker. I make it hot when I put on a show. I'm feeling adrenaline moving through my veins. Spotlight. It's interesting because Josephine Baker is a performer, dance, singing. You have the dancer here, spotlight, sun. Are you guys in the spotlight? Or are you being told to be in the spotlight? It could also mean that there's someone in the spotlight watching you. Or someone who passed away that was in the spotlight watching you. Very interesting. But not so much if you know you have an ancestor that was in entertainment and they passed on. Or this could be who the secret admirer is. It's a lot of mystery here, you guys. All you need to know is that there's good news coming ahead your way. Be mindful of stubborn people. Enjoy success in the sun. Okay, go be under the sun. They want you to be in nature. Enjoy life's luxuries. There's a version of you that is watching you, so connect with it. And potentially this reading is giving future energies, like parallel dimensions. Like there's so much more ahead of you that you don't see yet. So be present and enjoy life. That's the message. That's why they want you. They want to remind you that life here is temporary, and you have a purpose. You have a mission. You need to fulfill it. But enjoy it, because that's one of the reasons why you're here. Okay, so I hope this made sense. It's a very interesting energy that you have a purpose to fulfill, and these spirits are trying to align you and help you to fulfill it. Because you guys are all connected, you know? So you have some mysterious spirits here that they don't quite want to be recognized or known in the reading. Go watch Charlie's Angels, all of them, and see if you guys get any messages here. Because this card, out of all your cards, is standing out the most. Bring roses to your space. Maybe put some roses or strawberries, wine on the ancestor altar. Okay, especially if you guys have an Aphrodite or Venetian altar. Oh, it's working. Because that might be some of the energy that I'm picking up on. Some of you guys have some sort of spirit that's around you that could have been, maybe they lived somewhere where there was a, like, dry land or, like, a desert. Or, maybe they wore cowboy hats. Or, something about like mules and like old land, like an old country, or like old town. Like there's something here, like, because it's more of a simple country life. Very, yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I also want to say like Mexico is coming through for some reason. I just heard that like Mexico, or like a small town somewhere. And then for some of you guys, I am getting tropical. Did I get tropical for you guys earlier, or was that option 1? Like somewhere tropical. I don't know why I felt called to mention this. Like my grandpa is from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Mocha. Okay. Skull. Hidden secrets can harm you. So something is going to be revealed. Something's going to be revealed. We have obstacles to overcome. You guys also have bouquet of flowers. There's something about flowers being given to you. Compliments from an admirer. You have secret admirers. So, that's who's coming your way. And that is also a spirit that's around you. Maybe this person's in your energy field, and that's the spirit I'm picking up on too. News that's on its way. You had good news, and you have news that's on its way. You have grasshopper. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. So your spirit's guides are at work to help you with a situation. Maybe it was something that has to do with sadness or sorrow. Maybe a breakup, or something that you guys are sad about. Yeah, they're going to help you with clearing your thoughts because you have muddled, unclear thinking. So they're saying you need more clarity. Seek out information that will help you. They're saying seek out, reach out to get information that will help you. Something about a phone call. Because this heals, obstacles to overcome came out for a second time. And then you have box. You will receive a gift. So I feel like this gift could be that your ancestors are going to help you. Goldfish. Yep, fish. It says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Came right back out. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. And then we have a fair woman. It says dealing is a relationship with a woman with blonde, gray or white hair. So that could be an ancestor or a friend. Table, hard work ahead. Okay? Yeah, and then we keep getting the teardrops. I'm hearing falling from my face, rolling from my face. Please keep rolling, rolling, rolling. That's A-Marie. January. This could have to do with a connection. Firecracker. Excitement. We just had 4th of July. So, firecrackers, excitement. Some sort of event. We have rooster. Arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, so stay out of drama is what they're saying. And this bouquet of flowers, compliment from an admirer, wants to be seen again. So, what's going on? Why? Love. This has to do with love. So some of you guys are coming out of a breakup or being told to break up with someone because there's someone new coming. This has to do with romance. What's at the top? Love. Yeah, love, 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 love. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. It's a heart chakra. This has to do with romance. This is your spirits are talking to you about love, romance. But there could be someone's energy is in your energy field. That's what you need to know. Give me one card. Give me one. Just one. Thank you. Right here. What is this? The listener. This came out for option 1. It says, hearing messages beyond this realm, spirits speak to me, voices of other people speak through me. So you guys are being called by spirits. They want to talk to you. To give you information, insight about certain things in your life. Give you solutions is what I just heard. The ancestor you ignore speaking. Is it that you ignore them or you just don't know them? It says, so when are you coming to talk to me? I have something to tell you and bring me something in return. So your ancestors want offerings. Bring them a drink because we have the Ace of Cups. We have the 2 men drinking something. So bring them something to their altar. And listen when you're there because it feels like something's going to come through in meditation. I'm also hearing that something may come through for you guys during a shower or a bath. Like when you're underwater or in water. Okay? So that's what I have for you guys, option 2. Let me know how it resonates down below. I wish you guys all the best of love and joy and peace and luck. Option 3. What spirits are around you guys? You guys chose this crystal. Almost forgot. You guys might feel sensations. You guys might feel like someone touching you. Because it's weird, I keep getting a sensation on my shoulder. Holy Spirit, what spirits are around option 3? Whoa. Spirit that really wants to be around you, that wants to talk to you. A defender. I just heard this is also a protector spirit. Someone who protects you. Okay. I don't know why I'm seeing something about someone's knuckles being scarred and bruised. Maybe that is symbolic. Maybe this ancestor had rough hands. That's what I'm hearing. Ancestor. It's an ancestor because I just accidentally said this ancestor had rough hands. This could be a spirit guide, an ancestor that it's an ancestor. Okay, it's an ancestor of yours that had like their hands look like they did a lot of hard work. They may have had scars on their knuckles or their hands. This could be a very old ancestor. It could be one that used to work like in sugarcane fields or like something within field work. Whatever they did, or maybe even boxing for someone. Because it looks like someone's knuckles or fingers could be scarred or bruised, or maybe even their knuckles are big. Maybe someone used to pop crack their knuckles a lot. There's something about that. Inflammation in the body is what I heard. Holy Spirit. What spirit is around option 3? For some of you guys, you have a homeboy. I just heard a homeboy or homegirl. That's if you had a friend that's passed on, that's who's around you. I'm hearing callus. Someone may have had like callus on their fingers or hands or feet. Like someone who worked hard, or they maybe had to hold maybe they were a painter or they did something where they will always hold their hand a certain way and they have callus because of it. There is something weird, or arthritis. So like how maybe someone was a drummer, but they have arthritis because of years of drumming or like a dancer. Like if they were a ballerina, they may have hip joint issues because of turnouts. Some of you guys, I'm seeing let's call it a banana or a hammer, you know, because I don't know, maybe someone was known to have one of those with them at all times, or maybe they left theirs behind to you. I don't know. There's something that's coming through there because I'm hearing shooter. Okay. Okay, I just heard you thought it was over. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Let me pause. Yeah, I just heard something about like I had to pause. It's like I got a little lightheaded there. I just heard I want to talk to you. Like I have something to talk to you. So you guys, this one's a mediumship pal. The number 3 could be significant because it's like the other options were different. Yours feels more so like someone speaking straight to you. There's a Beyonce song from her Cowboy Carter album that I'm getting, and it's something like, hold on, see, give me a second. Okay, you guys, I had to pause the video because I kept getting a Beyonce song, but I couldn't remember which one like it was, and I listened. I was like, "Is that one?" I got the so Beyonce's like Cowboy Carter album could be very significant for option 3, or yeah, there's something connected to that because the part from the song, it's Spaghetti, by Beyonce featuring Linda Martell and Shabuzi, and it says, "I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters and I bang bang. At the snap of my fingers, I'm Thanos, and I'm still in your head, cornrows. They call me the captain, the catwalk assassin." Let's see what it says. They know it's slapping. Here come the yapping, all of the snitching, all of this bitching, just a fishing expedition, dumb at mission in the kitchen, cooking up them chickens. Okay, so like a protector, a very fierce protective spirit is coming through. Okay, this spirit acts as like a protector to you. What spirit is around option 3 at this time? Sorry, I was hijacked for a second by someone's spirit guide. One of their ancestors. See what's going on. The High Priestess. I'm telling you, this is giving Cowboy Carter. I don't know why. High Priestess. The spirit that's around you. Interesting. Spirit is around you. A protective spirit. The Lovers. The Lovers. So a twin. If you guys... Sirens. If you guys have a passed on lover, a passed on partner, this is who's around you. Or like a passed on twin, sibling, or a friend or family member, like someone who was like a twin to you, like a sister or brother. But they have to leave. I'm hearing this individual wasn't ready to leave because they're showing me this boy, this guy here. And he looks like he's in pain. He's grabbing his neck and he's grabbing his stomach. And he doesn't look like he's ready to leave. Look at him. And there's a bird on top of him. But it's like the spirit realm took this person anyway. So, I'm sorry. I send my condolences. Ooh, I got the chills. Yeah, it's like this person had to move on. It was a contract. High Priestess is a psychic energy. Some of you guys could have a spirit around you that is a psychic or was spiritually gifted or in tune. Maybe even a teacher, someone who could have been a teacher. It's a side note. A spirit around you could be like someone who actually was a professor or a teacher or someone who imparted a lot of knowledge to people. You would know these spirits or spirit because these are individuals or a person that you loved, you deeply cared about. Some of you guys also have like an ascended master spirit, like a deity that's around you that has knowledge to give you. It's a feminine energy. Okay? This spirit wants to come towards you guys. I feel like this spirit, out of all the options, I feel like this spirit really wants to communicate and will use someone to communicate with you. This spirit may speak through a medium or speak through a psychic just to communicate with you. Like they have like more of an assertive, aggressive energy. I'm getting a lot of aggressiveness. I don't know if I can say that, concealed blank, if you know what I mean. There's something about like, was this person in the military? Were they a police officer? Were they militant in some sort of way? Or were they in a clique, gang? I don't know. There's something here where it's like, yeah, I don't know. It's a very interesting energy. Why? Who is this spirit that's around option 3 and why? This card flew out. Nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So this could be someone who's watching over your family. Like not just you, but your family. This could even be someone who is in your family or was a part of your family, your community. With the eggs here. Table, hard work ahead. Whoa, these cards want to come with it. I was just trying to pull one card. So table, hard work ahead. So they're saying there's hard work ahead. And look what we have here. We have pin, new job or career. So there could be something about work that they're trying to help you with your career or with something you do for work. This person could have also been into like design, fashion, or something about clothes could be significant. And we have crown. And it says honor and respect will come to you. So this is a spirit that is honored and respected by you. And they're saying that there will be honor and respect that will come to you if you do the work. And you may even get this honor and respect from family or within something you do for work. And we have love trying to be seen too. So there could be love on the table for you since you have the Lovers coming out twice. You have a love message twice. So they could be coming to you because of something regarding love. Or they want you to know that you're loved. We have the month of April here. Split the deck. We have cobweb. It says protection from negative forces beyond your control. I'm telling you, and it's a rose with a spider web. Telling you this is a protector. And there is something with love here. And the crown, like power. And being looked at in high honors. But this is slow moving. I'm hearing your finances will improve slowly but surely. Let's see what else we can get here. I split the deck, clairvoyant. Some of you guys have a spirit that's with you that is a psychic, a medium, like a passed on, like medium or psychic? Like, I'm confused because usually you talk to a medium to speak to someone who's passed on. But some of you guys have a actual spirit around you that is a psychic medium. They were when they were here in the physical realm. Be a strong deity around you. Openness and listening. So you guys need, oh look, 33, master number 33. And you guys are number 3, and I said the number 3 could be significant. So this regal, purple. Okay, look, why does the crown match her outfit? And purple. So purple is significant to you guys. You guys need to wear purple, or maybe the color purple is significant. Maybe the movie, or maybe Prince. I don't know. Something about purple is significant here. The crystal ball. Ooh, this one's a little eerie, to be honest with you. Y'all have a high priestess that's in your around you. We're asking what spirit is around you. We have the high priestess. Now, under the deck, this is kind of creepy. You guys have the bride. It's number 25. It says toxic nostalgia, infatuation. Bride of Annadale. Toxic nostalgia. They could be warning you that someone is still hooked on you, like an ex, or someone from the past is like still like trying to hold on to you or something. Like that's weird. But for some of you guys, this could be a passed on wife, a passed on lover. I keep getting like someone that you were in a romantic connection with that has passed on, or this person is a widow, like someone's widow. So for example, if you have a friend, if you have a homeboy or a homegirl that lost their partner, this is, or like a family member who lost their partner, this is who's around you. Maybe because they know you're going to watch this reading, and I don't know, there's something about that. Then for the other few of you, they want to talk to you about infatuation and in an obsession. That's weird. So like, what are you putting your energy towards? Some of you might be called to get a reading soon, or get a reading done, because it feels like this is a deeper message that could lead to other things. This is weird because, dare I say, this is odd. They're showing me Beetlejuice. They're showing me Beetlejuice. So some of you guys have a spirit on you that maybe is connected to the property you're in. Or either the property in, or if you guys are spiritually gifted. If you guys are spiritually gifted and you're watching this, there are spirits connecting with you because they know you're spiritually gifted, and they're coming to you in hopes that you'll give a message off to someone else. With all this purple, it's the crown chakra. Some of you guys have spiritually ascended, or you have some sort of connection to the dead. Like you can talk to spirits. Okay, and then for some of you guys, this could be a passed on loved one or ancestor who had the same ability, who maybe talk to spirits, maybe like to spend time in cemeteries. I don't know. There is a spirit. The spirits that are with you are spirits that want to connect with others and want to connect with you. Okay, if you are spiritually gifted. Okay, if you are not a medium or psychic, you may still be able to hear some of these spirits that are calling you. I'm here, call out my name, call to you, because I feel like some of these spirits are either like friends, like old friends, and family members. So you have a strong connection with them, but these aren't like friend of friends. These would be like my best friend, or like my family member that was like a friend. That's the vibe I'm picking up on. Okay, I don't know why I want to say this to you guys. This one's weird because we're asking what spirits are around you, but there could be someone who practices or knows about the occult, or someone who has some sort of spiritual gift that they're alive, but they could somehow be projecting their spirit towards you to gain knowledge or insight, or to give you knowledge and insight. That's kind of wild, but that's weird. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so let's see what what does the spirit have to say? Like, what does this ancestor have to say to you? Like, or friend, whoever, what do they gotta say? Because this is ancestor speaking. I sense unwanted energy. Cleanse your home with herbs and light up a candle. But notice how it says, I sense unwanted energy. And why does that sound like it would be something this woman would say? I sense unwanted energy. You know, like it makes me think of like those toys where it's a medium, like it's Madam so-and-so or Madam Leota. Here we go. We got another Haunted Mansion message coming through. Madam Leota. Remember when they go to her and her crystal ball and how she's technically not there, but she is there? That is this. It's like, is she alive? Is she not alive? Why am I getting that? So you guys have like a Madam Leota, which is very interesting because Leota, let me give you a little history. Leota, the name Leota was used by, I forget her last name, but Leota was a woman who worked with Disney. She had to do with like the animal, what is it? The animation, electronics. What is it? Animatronics? What is it called? You know, the little things that move. Why am I blanking right now? You know, the things that move in the rides, like they look like humans or robots and they move. She would help with the, like, I guess, creating them. She had work in Disney. She did a lot of work for Disney, I think, for decades until she passed away. I think she even taught other people for Disney. And then her daughter turned around and followed in her footsteps. And she just retired. And Disney has this, like, I guess, this thing that they do. Option 1 was the Disney Pal, by the way. They have this thing that they do where they write down people who are significant to, like, Disneyland or create or work that they did with Disney, and they put their names on the mirrors, like on the windows. I mean, what did I say? Mirror. Name on a mirror. Interesting. They put their names on the windows, and they honored her and her mother. And they put her name underneath her mother's name on the window that's like of a psychic shop. Because Madame Leota, in the ride Haunted Mansion, it's her face that they used in that ride. So she kind of became like like the inspiration for it. So Madame Leota, she is a real woman who worked for Disney. And her daughter followed up and did the same thing. So I don't know why that seems significant. Maybe there's something about parent-child connection. Or maybe this is someone's mother's mother or something like that, because they're both older women. Haunted Mansion. Maybe this is a psychic that you went to see. This is weird. Or like a medium, because think about it. How Madame Leota is mentioned in Haunted Mansion. Like, she literally is like, they need help. You know, Eddie Murphy's character needs help. I don't remember too much in the second version. But in the first one, they need help, and he grabs her and is like, look, we're going. So this could be some sort of guide, some sort of spirit that's trying to help you. Some of y'all could have connections to Louisiana. I have to say it. Y'all got Beyonce. Y'all got the psychic energy coming through with Haunted Mansion. Those energies keep coming through my reading. And so this could be someone who has like a spiritual connection. This could be like a ancient ancestors. Did you hear that? Ancestors of yours? Like maybe you have a great grandmother that was in Louisiana, or a great grandfather that was in Louisiana, or something like that. It's giving feminine. It's a feminine energy that is the psychic spiritual energy. The other energy that was coming through earlier was a masculine energy, but a younger masculine energy. Yeah, so this is interesting. You guys have help. You guys have some sort of help. But look, they want you to cleanse your energy. It says, I sense unwanted energy. Cleanse your home with herbs and light up a candle. So they're saying you need to light a candle in your space to cleanse the space. And to prepare to receive a message because they want to talk to you. And then we have someone has tried to cast work or send negative energy your way. Feeling attached, sleepless nights, protection needed. So you guys are needing protection. So that's okay. So this spirit is coming through to tell you, hey, cleanse your energy, protect your energy, and to give you like prophecy. This spirit comes through to give you prophecy and insight about like people and situations, to give you like the 411. That's what I just heard. 401, 411. Okay. Like this spirit comes through to say, hey, this is what's going on. Yada, 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 yada. Right. And they may use people to also connect with you. But check this out. You have this spirit who had to like walk away from Earth. Like they didn't want to leave. They weren't ready to leave at the time they left. That wants to come through and be a protector, like a friend. Maybe they were a friend or a brother or a sibling. Like this is someone who's like feels a strong connection. Maybe even like your favorite cousin. There's something like this, like with them. Like they're like, I'm here. I have to protect you. I have to shield you and be there for you and show you, you know, what's true. But they act more so as a warrior, like a protector, right? Like they're on go. Okay, that energy is on go, you know. But then you have this energy that's like, I sense this, I see this, talk to them, you know, that kind of energy. So it's very interesting that you have these two. The Lovers usually represents two energies. You have a masculine energy and you have a feminine energy that are spirits that are watching over you. And they both love you. But there might be a message about love here. Something about romance on its way, or something about a connection. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Option 3. And the fact that you have master number 33. And then you're number 3, so 333. So you guys want to look at what the 333 means. And then you guys have release tears. And look at this spine. It looks like a key. That's weird. Maybe you haven't fully mourned these people or mourned a person. Because he looks like he's crying. And he's green. Look how there's green here. Like it makes you think of like when those certain like material that statues are made out. They can kind of like grow like that green on them. I don't know what that is. Like you see it sometimes in cemeteries. You see it on certain statues where they kind of turn green. I don't know what that's about. Maybe, I don't know why I'm supposed to say that, but okay. See where this message is. Turquoise could be significant. Someone could have an indigenous ancestor that's watching over them. Someone who's like of native, like Indian, some sort of like indigenous, like Cherokee or something like that. Navajo, Hopi, that's coming through. Some of you guys have like something with something like a Native American. There's some sort of symbol, like a Native American symbol. Like maybe there's something about that. Like you have a spirit guide or like an ancestor, a very old ancestor that's trying to connect with you. Like the natives of a certain land. That's what I'm hearing. Natives of a certain land. Okay, release tears. Where is that at? Was it on this page? No. Bingo. 66. 33 breaks down to 6. Now you have 666. Very interesting. For some of you, I'm hearing something about like someone may have passed away suddenly. That I don't know why I'm getting this energy like someone may have passed away suddenly, or people just didn't expect for this person to actually pass away. There's something about like someone laying back and them coming out of their body, like a hospital bed, or maybe just watching someone's body. Like maybe you were able to see this person. I don't know. There's weird, like, someone wanted to say something, but they didn't get a chance to say something to you. Okay. Release tears. It says, this piece was an addition of the deck that I hadn't planned on, but when the inspiration came, I knew it was very needed. Consider this your 3 of Swords. Talk about 3, if you will. Sadly, this inspiration... Yeah, so it says, sadly, the inspiration to this wasn't a happy occasion. I embroidered this while my husband was rushed to hospital. Wow. Didn't I just say that? He's okay now, folks, and I found myself sleeping alone for the first time in 10 years. All the spiritual work I'd done deserted me. I was small, scared girl in a big, scary world. I cried all the fear, worry for my life partner, loneliness, and sadness into my pillow. The act of crying exercises these emotions from you, mind, body, and sync. Interesting that she was afraid for her husband, right? Because he was in the hospital. But we have all this lover's energy. So, I don't know if you guys have a partner that is passed on. Or a partner that is ill and their spirit's comforting you right now. Or is this the energy that there is a spirit that's telling you that there's love on its way to you? Like there's love coming? That's interesting. Your spirit guides and ancestors are here and ready to hold space for you when you need to let your guard down and let all the feels out. If things are great, then they will celebrate with you. If things are crappy, then they'll hold space with you and hold you. Trust them and lean into them. You will be okay. This card isn't predicting future sadness coming your way. Instead, it's asking you to feel the current feelings fully. Don't bottle them. Sometimes we need to have a really good cry. Tears can be a wonderful release of emotion. As much as we try to hold them in, expressing our feelings leads us to overcoming the grief we feel. Crying is not your breaking, it's your making. It unlocks our minds, and afterwards we often find clarity and can make a plan or just feel a little bit better. Releasing your emotions may not look like crying. For you, it may look like expressing anger with practicing martial arts, expressing sadness or loneliness with singing. Whatever it is, simply let the emotions roll out of you. It won't break you. It's your essential release. So you guys need to release some pent-up energy. So these spirits are talking about all the stuff you hold in that'll make you sick. That's what I just heard. So you guys are needing to release energies and to connect with your spirit guides. Okay? I'm hearing like, it's weird because I heard tears keep falling down my face, falling down my face. Was that option 2 or was that you guys? That was an 𝐴 song I got. But you guys have something pent up in you that you have not. You have to let it come up. You got to release it because it'll create blockages within you. You guys have some energy that needs to be released. Okay? I feel like there's something deeper here, but I'm not really picking up because this is a lot of energy. I'm curious to get more energy real quick before we leave. I just feel called to get more energy on this High Priestess. Like who? That one is interesting to me. Like, look at that, the purple. It says opportunity, travel, the universe. Major Arcana card. So yeah, in the Hermit, seclusion, slow progress. So this is like someone who has knowledge about higher realms and other realms. Like, it's like almost like a deity or like a some sort of figure. Hey, honey. Hi, honey bun. What's up? I got my 2 honey buns. God bless you, Harlow. They're so cute. Nova just like hopped at her. What is going on? Akashic records. So this High Priestess with karma and legal system. Interesting. This High Priestess has to do something with your Akashic records. So it's like they're a guide, like a mentor figure, helping you, aligning you, and maybe sending physical, like sending people to you to help you. But there's something about karma. Like certain things just play out the way they play out. But they're saying you reap what you sow. Keep your life in order. Keep your life in balance. Maybe someone was dealt with like legal stuff. You remember we had that kind of like intense energy earlier? Page of Pentacles, student gambler. Okay. So once again, I get like a younger energy coming through as well. And the moon. So this is a feminine. Illusion and fear. Theater of the moon. Koi fish. We have 2 dogs back here. A moon. A theater background. So there's definitely a strong feminine energy that has some sort of like gift, spiritual. They may have not have like walked around with a crystal ball, but they may have been very spiritually in tune. Like it could be an elder. Like, you know how they say like someone always has like a praying grandmother? It could have been like a great-great-grandmother or a grandmother spirit that was very spiritually in tune. But maybe it was under disguise, under religion. Or maybe that's just all they knew how to work with. But some of y'all, this person was darn right just tarot cards, oracle ball, like they were psychic, or they were just new, like a witch doctor, or like, yeah, they just knew stuff. It's weird. Not weird in a bad way, but you know. And then like a medicine woman or medicine man. I'm getting woman. Then you have this other energy where it's like they left too soon. Like it's like they were younger in their life. They could have actually been like a teenager or like a young adult somewhere in their 20s or early 30s, and like they didn't reach their full like potential. And I don't think this person's spirit was ready to leave. Like it feels like they were just starting something, like they were just getting good at something, and then it was taken. Like that it's something, maybe they were taken, or maybe their life was taken, or maybe they had some sort of illness. There's something there that's coming through with this individual. But the moon is significant in water. Being by the water is significant, but emotionally your emotions fall. I'm hearing lessons. Interesting. And Nova's coming to you guys in this reading. Nova hasn't came up to anybody. Harlow's now awake watching me. What's up? Hi, little girl. Come here. Anyways, are you gonna come here and say hi? Then we have 4 of Cups. Rejection and self-pity, which what Nova's doing to me right now, rejecting me but still looking at me. Knight of Swords, fighting for a cause. Yeah, so maybe this person was fighting for something, or battling something, or trying to fight. Maybe they're a fighter. I don't know. And then we have these cups turned upside down. It's like this person wants to have a drink with you. We have the King of Swords, intellectual. So someone could have been very intelligent. Maybe someone could be an attorney or a lawyer. Or someone who's just like in politics. That could be something else, or something about politics. Yeah, this person was like, that's not for everyone, but whoever this male person is, they could have been forced to like slow down. Like they may have been forced to be in inaction. Like they were doing something and they were like just abruptly paused or taken from it. It's very weird. Like there's mystery here still, or like there's something mysterious about someone's passing, or like why they had to leave at that time. I wonder if someone left behind a child, or there's something about a child. Huh, that's weird. And maybe they were a father. We had the Emperor, leadership, structure. Yeah, so that, I don't know, you guys. Maybe they were a young father. I don't know, that's weird. Or maybe, I don't know, this person may have had other spirits waiting on them, but there was more that they could have done, but something played, I don't know why it played out that way. There's something about a leadership position, maybe something about fatherhood. This spirit may want to talk to you about fatherhood or daughters, little girls. I don't know why that's coming through. Huh. Wolves could be significant, dogs. This spirit uses other people to speak to you because they like, look at all the masks. They're very strategic. They'll use other spirits to speak to you. And so will this psychic like spirit, like our older woman. Oh, light road. It says light road, discovery's progress. So yeah, something's going to be shown to you. And what is this other card? Hold on, what's this other card? Flat eye, narrow views, obedience. So the third eye, you need to open your third eye. But stay obedient to what they're giving you. But that character and that also represents a spirit that takes on, it's like a spirit of the dead walking. Like it takes on a dog figure sometimes. I think that's what that card talks about. Like it's a spirit that takes on another spirit where you know it's not alive. It's weird. So you guys have it's like paranormal activity a little bit. Paranormal activity, but the paranormal activity is more so like spirit's telling you need to feel your emotions so it doesn't make you sick. It's almost like this spirit doesn't want you to end up in the same position as them, or they don't want anything bad to happen to you. So they're protecting you from low vibrational energies and entities, but they're also telling you to not be like them. And then you have this other, and I feel like I have dog fur on me. Nova. Oh wait, is that, no. Sorry, that is me. Anyways, but yeah, this other spirit who's like just guiding you. So you guys may, yeah, sit down, because it's giving seance. You guys, this option is giving seance. I don't know how to, it's giving Haunted Mansion, the second one. The first one and the second one, but the second one more than any, and I don't even remember the second one. Something about a lover. Maybe maybe the first one too. I was about to say option 1. So that's what I have for you guys. Option 3, kind of interesting. Because I keep hearing, I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters and a bang, bang. And yeah, it's like Thanos. At the snap of the finger, I'm Thanos. So it's like this spirit can come through and just shift things. They can do so much. They can do some things, but they can shift so much. So some of you guys could actually have like, I just heard Orishas. Some of you guys could have Orishas, like Yoruba, like maybe you guys practice some a Yoruba religion, or yeah, because it's giving that there may be a deity around here too. High priestess. It could be a deity. They're showing me like Oya or something like that. Like there could be someone like it's y'all got some leveled, interesting, layered stuff here. But the most immediate one are these two energies that I've been like talking about. They're taking over the reading right now. And maybe they want to talk to you about your heart. 3 of Swords with the Lovers, like healing your heart, allowing love in, allowing your emotions to be felt, allowing yourself to really process and feel what real love is. What it feels like to be in love, what it feels like to be truly loved by someone, unconditional love. That's interesting. They want you to feel these things. So that's what I have for you guys. Option 3, that was amazing. 333. I wish you guys the absolute best. I'm hearing there's more secrets, more mysteries that are about to be revealed to you, but you need solitude. You need to be alone to receive this, because not everything is what it seems. but they're going to reveal some things to you, and you are being protected. Please, howl to the moon, howl to the moon, howl to the moon. There's a moon. That song says howl to the moon. So please go listen to that song. Look up the lyrics because there's something there. All right. Maybe spaghetti. I don't know. Love you guys.